Oftentimes, there's a phrase that I've been hearing, specifically lately, is you can tell when a woman, or a man even, okay? But even more so specifically with women, they say you can always tell when a woman doesn't have no kid. They say they just be so free, so fine, so lighthearted, very playful, very, almost nonchalant. They just have this aura, okay? It's an aura, it's a genre about them. They have this aura about them that's just so strong because they're just so carefree. They have little to no worries. They be paid, they be wealthy, they be fine. They just be stress free, and it shows in their outer appearance as well as their inner appearance, okay? That's exactly what Angel Reese is serving the girls, okay? In these boat pics, okay? She laid up somewhere, I don't know, on somebody's island, off of an island, a private island, maybe an island perhaps she owns herself, but she just laid up on somebody's yacht, on her own yacht, just looking gorgeous as ever, not stressed out about Jetpack Liaka, Tyler Marsh, and the Chicago Sky and all the foolishness that surrounds that franchise as a whole. It's a poverty franchise, okay? She know all the speculation about whether she's going to be getting traded away, whether she's going to get traded to the Dallas Wings. She wants to be the right-hand woman of Paige Beckers if she is to get traded to the Dallas Wings. All the speculation, okay? She is not worried about a thing because, again, guys, Unapologetically Angel, her podcast is back, okay? And she spoke about how, she almost missed training camp due to that. Remember that wrist injury that she had got in season 1 of Unrivaled? Okay, she participated in season 1. Team Rose, shout out to Team Rose. They won the first ever official ever championship for Unrivaled. Okay, and speaking of Unrivaled, I thought that she was going to allude to whether or not we thought, as well as myself, we thought that she was actually going to confirm or deny, hopefully mainly confirm if she's going to actually be able to participate in season 2 of the Unrivaled League, but she's still, we're still waiting on that announcement, okay? We saw Kelsey Mitchell will be participating, I believe Lexi Hall again. It's just so many women that's going to be participating in season 2 of Unrivaled. And I'm waiting for Angel Reese to, send us the invite, get her invite sent to confirm it, right? But in the Unapologetically Angel podcast, part 2, season 2, rather, episode 1 of season 2, I also thought that she was going to perhaps talk about, announcing whether or not she was going to leave the Chicago Sky. Because again, she, along with Ariel Atkins, along with Courtney Vandersloot, did not give an exit interview for the Chicago Sky. So I'm like, okay, maybe she's going to do it on her own accord, on her own platform, which makes a lot of sense, right? But people will be like, oh, that's unprofessional, etc., trying to pick her apart. But guys, what is for sure? Okay, again, we're not sure if she's going to be in Unrivaled season 2. We're not sure if she's going to be getting that trade request, proper documents submitted soon. But what we are sure about is that Angel Reese is worry free. Okay, she's not tripping about nothing. So much of the fact, guys, she even spoke a little bit about her Mebounds merchandise. She made over 6 figures off of that, guys. Over 6 figures. Remember, she always said, hating pays the bills too. Okay, she always said that. I get a lot of hate, but she even said a lot of my hatred comes mainly from people online, a lot of cowards, okay? A lot of cowardly people that like to harass this young woman and speak down on her are clowns and cowards. But she said in real life, I get so much love, respect, admiration, and affection. But she said, it's cool to hate because you know what? Hating pays the bills too. And y'all have proven her right because this woman has made over 6 figures on her Mebounds merchandise. Please allow me to read to you a little excerpt, okay, from Sports Illustrated, and it reads, Angel Reese posted on her Instagram story on Tuesday, noting that she was watching Game 5 WNBA semifinals showdown between the Indiana Fever and the Las Vegas Aces. But we also know that Reese has been enjoying several vacations since the Chicago Sky's regular season has concluded. It says Reese is one of the biggest superstars in all of women's basketball, has the biggest Instagram following of any WNBA player, over 5.1 million followers. It says Reese is catching attention on Instagram with her recent post, which shows several photos of her lounging on a boat in a bikini, okay? The post is captioned, on an island looking fine with no service, and it's getting a lot of love and attention from her loyal fan base. It says Reese also posted several of the same photos on her Twitter account with the caption, minding my own business, don't check for me, hashtag thank you. It says a clip of Reese talking about how much she adores Dallas Wing star Paige Beckers is going viral on social media. And she spoke about a TikTok that the two made before the 2025 WNBA All-Star Game that had over 2 million likes on the platform. Again, that just made people have even more trade speculation surrounding Angel Reese possibly leaving the Chicago Sky to go down there for Dallas Wings, okay, to play alongside Paige Beckers. I do believe they would make a great duo, but at the same time, well, you know what? Yeah, Chris Coquelanus did get fired because, again, I was always saying, what sense would it make for Angel Reese to leave one bad coach for another? Okay, we know that Tyler Marsh is not perfect, but to me, he has not lived up to the expectation that I, along with many of the Chicago Sky fans, have placed upon him. Okay, and we all know Chris Coquelanus was a hot fool mess, which is why he was just fired a couple of days ago. And I talked about that, reported on that here on my channel. So I was like, what sense would it make for Angel Reese to leave Tyler Marsh to go be, coached by Chris Coquelanus, who is, kind of goofy as a coach. But again, now that he's gone, okay, again, like, who's going to fill the shoes though, right? For Chris Coquelanus head coaching position for the Dallas Wings. But again, I do kind of like the idea of Angel Reese becoming a Dallas Wings player and playing alongside Paige Beckers, okay? I actually wouldn't mind that much at all. Again, guys, I'm still waiting for Angel Reese to confirm, okay, that she's actually going to be able to participate in Unrivaled Season Part 2, okay, Season 2 rather, and also whether or not she's going to get traded away from the Chicago Sky, okay? That's what's uncertain. But right now, what is certain is that Angel Reese has no worries. She laid up on a boat, laid up on a yacht somewhere. I don't know where she at, vacation, island, perhaps a private island. Maybe she bought an island. I don't know, okay? But she is just looking so gorgeous, so stress-free, so carefree, and it looks like Angel Reese ain't got no worries.